upgrade your car someday, and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 40th and Layton and find your next ride. Summer road trips are just around the corner. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Life Choices.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so cool.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely
coming back.
Sutter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SutterHeyman.com.
Hey, moms and dads, bring the whole crew to a Salt Dogs baseball game and unleash the fun. Visit Haymarket Park all summer for fireworks Fridays, souvenir Saturdays, Sunday family fun days, and more. With 50 home games, even weekdays can be unforgettable. Play fun with group discounts. Unleash the fun with the Salt Dogs. Call 402-42255 or visit saltdogs.com for tickets.
Celebrate the start of June in style with two great drinking events in Lincoln. First, this Friday, come down to Beer House's grand opening as they show off their expansion to double the size of their building. The party starts at 3 p.m. with live pulp music starting at 7. And on Saturday, make plans to head on over to Sideshow Spirits and Cider for the first annual Nebraska Whiskey Carnival. Enjoy local Nebraska distilleries and their spirits, food vendors, and more. Event starts at 3 p.m. Buy your tickets ahead of time at sideshowspirits.com.
This is Brian at Midwest Bank, and we've been proudly serving clients in the Lincoln community since 2008, and we're excited to open a second location in January 2024, 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Our new branch will provide all the convenient services you're looking for in a bank, along with a friendly staff for. Whether you're starting a business or expanding your business, our team is here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com, member FDIC.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
We'll see a slight chance of thunderstorms this afternoon. It will be another very warm day as we'll top out at 89. South winds at 10 to 15. A slight chance of thunderstorms tonight with a low down to 65. We will continue with a slight chance of thunderstorms tomorrow and stay warm with a high of 88. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out Sandhills Jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is with a focused growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Today at sandhills.com.
Welcome into the Drive with Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history. We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Wednesday. It feels like Tuesday, but it's Wednesday.
No, it feels like a Wednesday.
It does?
Yeah, it feels
Yeah,
like
I'm on track this week. We're okay.
on track.
Really?
Yeah.
Feels like a Wednesday.
I felt like Monday was Sunday, and
Really?
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, once I'm back rolling again,
Yeah.
it's those days kick back in.
It felt like you had been at the gym in a week, and that was true.
I feel like Monday felt like a Sunday, but then yesterday was like, all right, yeah, it's a Tuesday.
Well, Jeff Essink this morning, if you're listening, man,
You're a bad man.
yeah, I think you really harmed the relationship, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now, man. Nick, it was like
He tried to tackle me this morning.
Jeff did,
Yeah.
like literally tried to tackle.
Oh,
you?
yeah, squared up and everything. I was like, ooh, here we go.
He was poking the bear. Yeah, he had him doing a ton of burpees, and I don't do burpees anymore. I'm not doing burpees. Write my prostate out. Do you want me to do some burpees? You can have a little spot in the floor where I was doing them at. So, which my abs and pound. I'm like, nah, that's not a good combination. So I literally have a doctor's note. But no, he tried to kill us this morning. But you know what? It is Wednesday. It feels like a Wednesday, at least for me.
Raff is the odd man out here.
I am always
he's the odd duck.
man out.
Yeah.
He's the odd duck.
He's the odd duck. Yeah. You know what, y'all? Let me ask you. There's a lot of things we want to get into today, folks. We're going to talk NIL. We're going to talk Nebraska football. We're going to talk Nebraska basketball, Nebraska baseball, NBA, NFL as well. We're going to talk about a little bit of everything this morning. You know,
we got
which is
everything.
good. What I want to ask to the text line is, though, motorcycles. It's just a random thing. But I've been thinking about this the past couple of weeks, man, because I've been seeing some not all, of course, not all. But I told Sip this off air during the crossover, in that I seen a guy last week. I think they were together. We had Hillcrest.
Yep. And
there was a guy that went up behind his motorcycle. Nick, it was like, I mean, literally.
Yeah.
And Hillcrest is cleared on Easto, and I'm thinking it's dudes like that, or gal, whoever was driving it, that mess it up for the majority of the good drivers. All right, let me ask you folks this. When it comes to motorcycles, would you buy one and ride one, or heck no? Would you get one, or heck no? And why? Is it more because of the other drivers, or because more you're scared of motorcycles? How about it?
I think my motorcycle driving years probably ended, so I'm going to say no for me.
I'm perfectly comfortable in the comfort of my car or my vehicle. Yeah, I have nothing against motorcycles at all.
I thought about getting one about probably 8-9 years ago. It crossed my mind, but then I was like, I
don't have a problem with them. I mean, it annoys me when I have to be careful. It annoys me when people that ride motorcycles drive like idiots. That annoys me.
That guy that was on O Street, that driver, that gal was like, think about me, my heart just like, oh, dude, or gal, whoever it is, please slow down. I mean, you have no protection. You know what's even crazier? When I see people in the States, and I know some people that like this, but they have no helmets on, I'm thinking, yeah, you gone.
Yeah.
It's one. My older brother had one. My older brother, Miles, God rest his soul. And Butchie was a daredevil, though. I mean, he had been hit at least 4 times on his motorcycle, 2 of which was probably his fault for going too fast. But I'll never forget when he was in North Carolina. He was stationed in the military. He was stationed in the Army at the time. He was out in North Carolina, and he got hit bad. And my parents flew back when he was able to get to the hospital. And across his calf, you've seen all that road burn. That I never forget just his calves. My brother had massive calves.
Yeah.
I mean, just the rash. And he would go to his doctor for PT. I mean, he was in bad shape. On his back, huge road rash on his back. He had on his calves. He had a helmet, thank God. But his last accident, he got another one. My mom told him. My mom didn't play. My mom was only about 5'3", maybe. She looked at him, and Butchie was like, Butchie wasn't real tall. He's about 5'10", but Butchie was about 220 and just muscle. She says, boy, I'm going to tell you something one time. I'll never forget her looking up at him. I'm going to tell you this one time. Either you sell that Suzuki or whatever it's called, or run it over my car, over and back, over and back, over and back. He said, yes, ma'am. He sold that joker within 2 hours, man.
You're gone.
My mom said, I will run. And we had one of the big, at the time, we had one of the big Clark Griswold station wagons. You know what I'm saying? It would have ran over that Suzuki like it was a toothpick.
The family truckster.
The family truckster. And my dad said, I don't think she playing, Butchie. I don't think she playing, Butchie.
That's awesome. It always surprised me, and I learned this, I think, from Sip. Is he was telling me one day, he's like, it's safer to ride a motorcycle on the interstate than it is in traffic, or just on like an O Street or whatever it is, since you don't have cars going the opposite way. That everybody's going the same way,
right?
So I was still surprised by that. So maybe there's a whole other like world out there that I just don't know.
Well, I just look at it too. You see a lot of let's just say not top-notch drivers to begin with. And then
add the cell phone in.
And then, you add the cell phone in, and then you add a motorcycle that's going above the speed limit, and you think that the person's going to see you when they can't sometimes see you going the normal speed. So you're just increasing your chances of getting hit or whatever. That's how I'm always like, oh man, some of these drivers, I drive behind people. I'm just like, oh my gosh, how do they have a license?
I'm going to tell you something. And I know California is very strict. Washington is very strict. If they catch you on a cell phone, you're driving with a cell phone, you are getting nailed. I mean, and hard too. You are getting nailed out there. Kent says, student code 95 says I would. Ken says, not today. Too many distractions today with people on. Yep. Cell phone. Might in a rural community. I could see that. Yep. Eric said, it annoys me when Nick drives like an idiot.
Oh, is that right, Eric? You never see me on a road.
Sanderson says, I grew up riding a dirt bike, even racing them. Never transitioned to street bikes. I don't trust other drivers. Yeah, I can feel you on that one, Sanderson. Maddie's dad, I know I have the tendency to drive too fast, so I'll never get one. Hey, Maddie's dad, that's just self-awareness, brother. That's what that is. That's good. Unknown Texture says, my parents hated motorcycle when I was growing up, so none of us kids ever owned one. Mine were the same way. Unknown Texture says, get a dirt bike for off-road riding. If you wreck, it's your own fault. Bingo. Bingo.
Well, I even think back to California when you're in these big traffic jams and those motorcycles are going through at about 75 miles an hour down the middle. I'm just like, oh my goodness. One person's like, ooh, that lane opened up a little bit. I'm going to switch lanes. Bam, good night.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't even, when I'm out in Cali, and if all possible, I just take an Uber. I don't want to mess with the interstate myself. I figure I get some work done or just chill as far as that goes. But this was before COVID. In fact, I know it was 2019. And, this particular time I was driving and I was I flew into John Wayne. I was heading up to LA and this dude shot through me and I seen him almost accelerate down the middle line, accelerate. Then he came to a complete stop, almost like front wheelied it, came back down because the car switched the last minute. Jeez. My heart was just, I'm thinking he's done. Yeah. But yeah, I would never, I think I've driven a motorcycle one time and that was good. That was good. I'm good with it. I'm good. Speaking of things going fast, which we're going to get into here after the break, guys, was Nebraska, the portal. We had Thule hit the portal real fast.
Gotta go.
They was out of there real quick. And Nick shot us the text, and I looked soon enough. You sent it to Nick. I appreciate it. I was like, the one in particular I want to talk about.
Yeah, one in the portal, one decided to retire after his sophomore year.
I want to talk about both of them, Nick. You be in the mind that you are with baseball too, but just doing some research on it. But I want to check it out.
No, it's all you, brother.
Well, folks, this is The Drive. It is Wednesday. It is hump day, folks. That means you got 2 and 3/4 days left. Hope you had a great holiday weekend. That weekend is over. The new weekend is coming up, but you're hanging out with Rav. Nick is in the house. We got Rav doing the Cabbage Patch. I want you to keep doing it. There you go. Cha-cha-cha. Folks, this is The Drive. We're back on the other side to talk about those two that left and why. This is The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill 100 new openings, sales, traveling support, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth. Today at sandhills.com.
Raff AD Shop.
Generation
Personalized largest selection of vaporizers and e-liquid flavors in the state.
Generation V.
Generation V will beat or match any local competitor's price. With a huge selection, great service, and the lowest prices, Generation V is your one-stop shop for all your vaping needs.
Generation V.
With 4 Lincoln locations. It's on the web at generationv.com. E-cigs contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fit Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 97 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Celebrate the start of June in style with 2 great drinking events in Lincoln. First, this Friday, come down to Beer House's grand opening as they show off their expansion to double the size of their building. The party starts at 3 p.m. with live polka music starting at 7. And on Saturday, make plans to head on over to Sideshow Spirits and Cider for the first annual Nebraska Whiskey Carnival. Enjoy local Nebraska distilleries and their spirits, food vendors, and more. Event starts at 3 p.m. Buy your tickets ahead of time at sideshowspirits.com.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
Definitely coming back.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
This is Brian at Midwest Bank, and we've been proudly serving clients in the Lincoln community since 2008, and we're excited to open a second location in January 2024 at 70th Boulevard. Our new branch will provide all the looking for in a bank, along with the friendly staff we're known for. Whether you're starting a business or expanding your business, our team is here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com, member FDIC.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $24.11 per hour. Grows to $28.27 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $32.76 per hour with opportunities to make more based on certification. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates with increased bonuses and vacation hires. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Hey, moms and dads, bring the whole crew to a Salt Dogs baseball game and unleash the fun. Visit Haymarket Park all summer for fireworks, souvenir Saturdays, Sunday family fun days, and more. With 50 home games, even weekdays can be forgettable. Planning an event, make it a home run. You need an outing to unleash the fun with the Salt Dogs. Call 402-474-2255 or visit saltdogs.com for tickets.
97 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
We'll see a slight chance of thunderstorms this afternoon. Another very warm day as we'll top out at 89. South winds at 10 to 15. A slight chance of thunderstorms tonight with a low down to 65. We will continue with a slight chance of thunderstorms tomorrow and stay warm with a high of 88. Meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club or space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Quilting clubs? No, forget that. How about a margarita club? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge, the best club in town. 10 margaritas like Maui Wowie, Burnt Pineapple, Mango Tango. Try all 10 of them and receive your own souvenir margarita glass. Make it your new Monday night tradition. $4 margaritas and $4 taco baskets. Grab the crew and head on over Monday night to night. Upside Bar and Lounge in Pine Lake.
Integrated Life Choice, inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
McMurphy has Nebraska in the Las Vegas Bowl. That would be incredible. That would be absolutely amazing. Here's when the Vegas Bowl is. It's before Christmas. It is so easy to get to Las Vegas for Nebraska fans. There's now a direct flight from Lincoln via Redway, the new at Lincoln Airport. Omaha has direct flight. Grand Island has direct flights to Vegas.
It would be flooded with Nebraska.
It would be awesome.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning.
It's May, and that means the school year is almost over and summer road trips are on the horizon. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride. Summer road trips are just around the corner. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality. Mullen Motors.
On Callahan here at HuskerOnline.com. You to join us here on 97 The Ticket. Every Saturday morning now, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Chris Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Wednesday, the 31st of May, the final day of May. This year's flying by.
Yeah.
Holy cow, it's already June.
Yep, already the 6th month.
Dude, it is
good gravy.
It is crazy that today is literally the last day of May. It seems like it was just people were handing out May baskets. You know what I'm saying? On May 1st.
And they were like running. Yeah.
It's just nuts how fast this month and this year is going
wild.
through, man.
It is fast. I don't even think I've accomplished anything yet of what I wanted to accomplish.
Well, you celebrate your birthday.
Yeah, I do that every year, though.
Okay. What's on the Raff bucket
What do you
list?
want to accomplish this year?
I wanted to invest in a business, so hopefully I'll.
Got 6 months left.
Oh, I got this.
I can think of a business.
Let's go. What's that?
You can invest in whatever business I start.
All right, let me know.
I'll start one.
Let me know.
Perfect. We're on the same page.
What was that T-shirt we came up? We didn't act on it yet.
PPB.
PPB.
Yeah, dude, you got to get PPB.
Yeah, I know.
PPB, get a trademark.
I think PPB is kind of on the way out the door.
No, you graduated.
Well, once
hey, Nick making that money now. Nick making that money. It's like, you guys, really, it's not necessary.
PPB is
I've got this.
Ever since I had that chicken tenders basket for $10 at Warner Park during high school baseball, I thought to myself, maybe it's worth paying for the finer things in life.
There we go.
But no, I'm joking.
Goodbye,
it's still a
PPB.
joke. When we were golfing at a golf course, guys, I had to pay $5 for a brat, and it was subpar at best. Yeah. So,
well, here's the thing on the golf course, man. Bring beef jerky.
Yeah,
just bring some beef jerky, get some protein in, soak up some.
That's old. That's old, Nick. Finer things in life, Nick says.
It was like, no, I'm going to have a burger with Grey Poupon.
He'll get whatever he wants.
So no more PPB.
I don't know. It's still in there. It's still there. I mean, it's still in the back of my mind. It's ingrained in me forever. And so I'm sure there'll be like a spurt where it pops up. Maybe next time I go to a Salt Dogs game or something, I'll probably make a thought about it. So,
well, you know, Nick, there's something about when you graduate still too, because it's still fresh for you. And it probably won't hit you until August when people start going back to school.
Yeah.
People are like, dang,
well,
I don't have to go back.
Well, I got my diploma since I didn't walk. I got my diploma in the mail yesterday.
Yeah,
so
it's official now.
It's officially
Take
official.
that, Bugs.
Yep. Yep. So,
do you think about bugs still in your sleep though?
Nope,
because you did it so much.
No, I will say, like, so even just last night, I woke up at 12. So I went to bed at like 9 o'clock last night. Gosh, I was exhausted. Went to bed at like 9 o'clock. It was great. Woke up at 12:12.
Wow.
And I thought I was late. I got up, I got dressed, I was freaking out. Thought I was late for something.
Oh, you drinking before you went to bed?
And then
12.
I went upstairs.
Where am I?
Yeah,
Good morning.
I went upstairs and it was dark out. I was like, okay, go back to bed. And then I woke up. I did it again at 4:50 this morning. I woke up and I was like, I got something to do.
Did you take 2 showers then? Or
I just didn't. I would have to go back to bed, and that's happened every single night since I've graduated.
You know what, dude? Because your body hasn't adjusted yet. You know,
It's
Nick?
freaky.
I hear the secrets that you keep. Boom, 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 boom.
Exactly.
It's bugs in my sleep.
Yeah, I need to
Tell me that you want me.
Take melatonin in bulk, maybe.
You know what, dude? Your sleeping patterns can be jacked up because when you're in school, especially the last month, I mean, you were annoyed because like, did I get that in? Did I turn this?
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna take your body a while to get
Yeah,
acclimated.
so we gotta worry about this. Thomas Link says the PPB will never be dead. Good.
It'll never be dead.
That means I left it. I left a mark on folks.
Oh, it was that, dude. You branded the heck out of it, man.
It was legit.
Downtown Scott says, "Yup, beef jerky for every occasion." Man, I'm with you, Downtown Scott.
So expensive.
You know what? But if you get it like
Bingo.
PPB,
it is.
Yes,
But if you're talking about expensive, think about this though. You can get a bag of beef jerky for maybe $10.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, gas
that's
station.
ridiculous.
Okay, but you're gonna pay
Have you
$5
seen-
for a bad burger.
Have
oh,
you
and Ralph
seen?
just had a major flashback.
You're gonna pay $5 for a bad
Have you
for a bad
seen
burger.
how many pieces of beef jerky
Dude,
come in
you
a
buying the-
$10
you buying
bag?
the wrong bag, bro.
Well, all I know is jerky and pistachio is way overpriced. Delicious.
Oh, now pistachios.
Delicious,
And
but
speaking-
way overpriced.
Speaking of pistachios, I got to give a shout out to my homeboy Ryan Hudson, one of our
Yeah. I'm
radio
still
family.
waiting on it, Huts. I'm still
Hudson.
waiting on it. Huts.
Hudson introduced
all
me.
those-
Now Hudson knows.
all those times.
Hudson introduced me really to pistachios years ago, and he always laughs as I eat them like a woodpecker. I mean, I just devour those things, man. And Hudson just laughs because I just. Hudson goes, TG talking to Turner Gill because Hudson was one of our equipment managers when I was playing. So he says, Turner Gill used to just holler out my name at random at practice and spell it out with a deep booming voice. Ryan Hutzel, RUTZLE.
That's awesome.
Hutzel, love you, brother. It's good to hear from you, man. Hey, unknown texter says, here's a business, Raff. Start a daycare that watches kids with fevers. They wouldn't be deathly sick, obviously, but a fever, sore throat, sick enough they can't go to sick enough they couldn't go to daycare.
So you're like a sick daycare.
You know,
Do I have to do diapers?
no, you hire somebody for that.
Daycare.
Just get a clothespin for your nose, man. That's what I used to do because my kids used to have them so bad I almost vomited on them.
Okay, this is a really good point. Thunder Not Calling says jerky is overpriced, and let's be honest here, is awful in comparison to what Grandma used to make. When we used to make
true,
our own,
Thunder.
when we
That's
used to
true.
make our own deer jerky.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, but Jack Link's just doesn't compare to it.
Nah, Jack Link's.
You can just taste the artificial preservatives.
Yeah, Jack Link's is not good, man. Chase B says the rest radio station talks about food so much where I'm always hungry.
Subliminal message.
Pete Ferguson says call that daycare outbreak. Well, speaking of out and speaking of break, but they ain't taking a break, fellas. We lost 2 guys to the portal.
we got a
Let's
phone
get a
call.
Oh, we got a caller.
We got Greg
from Milford.
Greg from Milford. What's up, man?
Hey, talking about beef jerky, you guys want a cheap alternative, buy a roast, trim all the fat, and either put on a Traeger grill or in your oven at 180 degrees.
Okay.
For like
man.
8 hours.
So hey, repeat that, bro.
Well, say that again.
Repeat that, what you just said.
So go to a store, buy a cheap roast,
Mm-hmm.
slice it up, remove all the fat, marinate it in your favorite jerky rub, liquid, whatever you use. Put it on a Traeger or a pellet grill or in your oven at 180 degrees for about 6 hours.
Okay. There it is.
That'll be some of the best beef jerky you'll ever have.
Craig, I appreciate that, man. We'll have to try
Wow,
that, man.
thanks,
Thanks for calling in,
brother.
Craig. Make it a great one, man. Thanks for listening, brother.
Congratulations on your victory this morning.
Oh, did he win Shut Up Sybil?
Yep.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Thunder Not Calling. Jack Links is nothing more than a Sasquatch retaliating to city people messing with wildlife. those commercials were funny though, man. Because that Sasquatch would beat the smoke out of the people. Well, we got sidetracked.
We covered some baseball on that segment. Our thoughts on yesterday's baseball? None. Zero. It's over.
When we come back, we will discuss Husker baseball when we come back. Now we're salivating. This is The Drive. Ticket. We'll be right back.
This is Brian at Midwest Bank, and we've been proudly serving clients in the Lincoln community since 2000, and we're excited to open a second location at 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Our new branch will provide all the convenient services you're looking for in a bank, along with the friendly staff we're known for. Whether you're starting a business or expanding your business, our team is here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com, member FDIC.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
McMurphy has Nebraska in the Las Vegas Bowl. That would be incredible. That would be absolutely amazing. Here's when the Vegas Bowl is. It's before Christmas. It is so easy to get to Las Vegas for Nebraska fans. There's now a direct flight from Lincoln via Redway, the new at Lincoln Airport. Omaha has direct flight. Grand Island has direct flights to Vegas.
It would be flooded with Nebraska.
It would be awesome.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning.
Babe, pack your bags. We're going to Vegas.
Vegas?
We just got the estimate from the wedding caterer, and we're going to have to elope.
Actually, Members Own Credit Union is offering no fee credit. We can borrow what we need with equity from the house.
Wait, so we can keep the bacon wrap dates for the cocktail hour?
We can keep the bacon wrap dates. From wedding between. Capture your day with a no-fee Members Own Credit Union home equity line of credit. Learn more at membersownheloc.org. Limitations may apply. Equal housing lender.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in May. Try their pesto cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. And try the Karma Latte, as 10% of proceeds from that drink will go to the Teammates Mentoring Program. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe. Look at your car. It's filthy and probably has a few dings and nicks all over it. Don't be that guy. Get it upgraded and repaired at Renew Your Auto. At Renew Your Auto, they offer tons of services: ceramic coating, window tinting, paintless dent repair, washes and details, bed liners, body shop, and more. Where can you go to get services like that all in one place? Schedule your appointment today at renewyourauto.com. See what Renew can do for you.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Sandhills.job for more information. Sandhills is looking for traveling support, software development, design, professional culture, and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
A lot of businesses say that they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business feels anything but for your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, as they do with customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
NASCAR is known for fast cars, roaring action, and big bucks. The Nebraska Lottery's NASCAR Powerball Playoff promotion features all 3 special bucks. Until May 3rd, Powerball ticket with Power Play or Double Play. Enter the voucher number and you could be one of 15 winners of $1,000 and the chance to win a VIP NASCAR Cup Series Championship weekend. Enter today. Powerball top prize odds 1 in 292 million.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com. Motor Food is Lincoln's hardest rocking food truck and old school comfort food with a 21st century twist and lots of rock and roll attitude. Try the barbecue pulled pork mac and cheese, the grilled chicken Firebird sandwich, a 100% all grilled hot dog, and any version of their funky fries. Stop by the cafe just behind Alex Steakhouse on 48th Street, or catch the food truck out and about all spring and summer. Check out their menu, order carry out, or schedule catering at motorfoodtruck.com.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Old School with DP and J.
Remember, we still got to factor in the offensive line, the receivers we don't know about.
I'm looking at individual here. Chuba has not done anything to date here.
He's been a starter here.
Oh, and
he's been a starter.
Okay,
here.
and
That's one more.
Two coaches got fired.
He didn't get him fired. Look, Chuba ain't the reason why.
I'm not saying you get fired, but he didn't do anything. He didn't stop me from bringing in just them.
93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It's that time in the morning, AD.
It's that time.
Now, punting.
Don't know much about history. Don't know much of biology. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be.
I can't look for that this morning.
When you said there it is.
The snap. I knew there was a snap.
Well, in history, folks, there's some bad news in history today, actually. John Beasley, the Omaha native actor, Omaha, Nebraska, passed away yesterday, 79 years old. John Beasley was in a number of movies. You think about Rudy. He was the light-skinned black coach in that movie. You think about the movie with The Rock. He was in that one with The Rock.
Standing Tall.
Standing Tall.
Walking Tall.
Walking Tall. Ton of Tyler Perry movies. I mean, he just was an icon. Was an icon.
You know, he didn't start acting until like his mid-40s.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So prayers and thoughts go out to the whole Beasley family as they deal with the loss of a giant in the world. So huge loss for all of us as far as that goes. So our thoughts and prayers go to them. In brighter news, obviously a lot brighter news, polar opposite, Usain Bolt in 2008. And you think about his last name, I mean, Bolt.
Yeah. You better be fast.
Yeah, you better be fast if your last name is Bolt. Breaks the world record in the 100-meter sprint with a win legal 9.72 seconds.
That was 2008.
Yeah.
It's a long time ago.
That is a very long time ago.
Think about that, dude.
I was 7.
I was 7.
Me too.
How old were you, Raph?
Was it 2008?
Yeah.
What year are we in now?
Well, it was 15 years ago, basically.
Okay. 34.
34. We could have babysat Nick, man.
You should have.
Who's little Nicholas? Nicholas, put those wheat thins down.
Dang. Hey, at least it's wheat thins.
And stop putting cheese on them. And I see those graham crackers. Yeah. Graham crackers were amazing when we were kids. Those graham crackers.
Here we go.
Rico has been a little quiet today.
Here's the boss, man.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hey, bud.
Hi.
I was in 8th grade, and I was just getting into, like, track, kind of serious about it.
Yeah.
Saw that, and I was like, yeah.
I'm down.
I'm going to do that.
Would you say
Never got close.
I saw Carl Lewis in the '84 Olympics, and I never had that idea to do.
That's
track.
crazy. I did not see the '84
I said,
Olympics.
I'm gonna do what he just did. Nope.
That's what I thought about Michael Phelps. And then
I don't think your arms are long enough.
No. And I never do the swim cap. Never. Hurts
I
the head.
swam once. I was on the swim team in 8th grade in
Really?
middle school
Wow.
because I didn't know how to swim, and I thought this would be a perfect way to learn.
Well,
And
that
I
is
did.
one way to go about it.
I did. That's how I learned how to swim.
So the coach. So Rico, what event you going to swim in? Can you teach me how to swim first?
I just want to survive.
I'll dive. I'll do diving.
Dive.
We usually don't wear life jackets in races.
He's not coming up, but it was a darn good dive.
We need peppercorn.
He did a great. That's a 10. Everybody gets one.
Oh, he can hold his breath for a really long time.
Oh man. Where are the bubbles? Well, there's bubbles. Either he's farting or he's drowning. One of the two.
Why isn't he moving?
Okay. Sorry to interrupt your history segment.
No,
No,
we
that's
loved
fine.
it. We
Get out of
loved it. So Usain Bolt runs a 9.72, which was insanely fast, and it still makes me think if he would have had someone pushing him in the 100, 200, how fast he really could have been in there.
Yeah.
In Husker history, this was interesting because I remember this. Richard Schnell, a referee who broke his leg, remember that, Raff? When he became entangled in television equipment along the east sideline at Memorial Stadium during the 1987 UCLA game, he filed a lawsuit against ESPN. Filed a lawsuit. I'm sure now those refs have to sign some disclaimer, just some some papers to say, look, this is part of the game, man.
Yeah.
You can't be suing us because we're doing our job and you're doing your job at the same time, So, but that was a huge deal back in '88. How they maybe have changed that and restructured that in writing, I'm not sure, but that was a big deal.
One thing, guys, that we haven't even talked about is how the NBA is investigating Eric Lewis, the NBA referee. Have you guys seen this?
I seen that.
Because he potentially has been the creator of a burner account on Twitter that replies back to criticism about Eric Davis.
Yes.
And so and pushes back and says, nah, he's a good ref. He's a good ref. Well, it turns out it could be possibly Eric Davis.
They're
So
going to
the
find out.
The NBA launched an investigation into it a couple days
That's
ago,
funny.
and that's going to be interesting
You
to
guys
see.
think about this, and you think about history again. Raph, I think you're the one that turned me on to this, or Nick. One of you guys did to that.
Club Pro golf guy?
No, not him. Club Pro golf guy.
When you were talking about the beef jerky earlier,
Yeah.
I was having flashbacks.
Elite.
No one can upsell a bag of beef jerky.
Yeah, we can't mention Club Pro guy on the rare with this stuff, but it's hilarious though. Elite talent. No, I was thinking about that move down Netflix where that referee Tom was it Donahue?
Oh yeah,
Donahue.
Yeah,
Donahue.
He got in trouble for fixing games.
Yep, back in the day.
Back in the day. And so you think about that with the black guy that was the NBA, and there's this guy is really going to get. Oh, they're going to invest in everything. They're going to acquire. They're going to require him to turn over a lot of stuff. Well, folks, that was history.
Ooh, I got a couple birthdays.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Birthdays. Happy birthday to
speaking
former
of history, go ahead.
Husker defensive back from Bradenton, Florida. Tyrone Williams' birthday is
Nice.
today. And then we got a birthday. 80 years old. Number 12.
Joe Gans.
Joe Willie Namath. Broadway Joe turned 80 years old today. Joe Gans is not 80. I know in your mind he's 80.
He's not 80 at all.
It seems like 80 years ago he was there, though, man.
That does feel like a long time ago. Joe Gans, man.
Broadway Joe.
Hilarious, bro.
That
Joe
was funny.
Willie Namath.
I think he's still at Northern Iowa.
Yep, he is.
He is still at Northern Iowa?
Speaking of history as well, my daughter I was Snapchatting her this morning. Well, I just showed the guys off the air. She is literally on her way to the Colosseum right now in Rome.
Oh, wow.
Dad, we have to do this as a family. Sure. Easy for you to say, baby girl. Yeah, do this as a family. I'm like, I don't think you understand what this trip costs, Dad. Okay. Think I'm going to take all y'all to Rome?
There'll be a few more speeches this year.
Hey, D's been gone for a month.
AD is now giving a speech 14 days in a row. He's doing 2 a days.
2 a days.
Yeah.
He's doing 2 a days.
We're going to Rome, baby.
It was cool to get that snapper. As we speak, she's literally heading to the Coliseum in Rome. So to see history.
So all I heard was you can't take your family, but I think that there needs to be a live remote from the Coliseum.
Hey, you know what?
Southern California.
I might see if she could call the text line and tell us how it is in Rome.
I hear it's beautiful this time of year.
Oh, dude, it's gorgeous from what she showed me, man. So that's on my bucket list to go to the Coliseum. Are you not entertained?
She beat you to it.
Yes, she did. And she's 19.
The official chef of the drive is texted in, baby.
Uh-oh.
Matthew, I heard Ralph say
Yeah.
birthday, and I thought for sure he was announcing an extension of his birthday week.
No,
never, over,
no,
done.
it is done.
Can't do it. Won't do it.
It is done.
But
Matthew,
unless you
it's
say
finished.
you're bringing in breakfast again, then I might make it.
Yeah,
switch.
dang! I heard I missed a really good day.
Oh,
yeah,
man,
you
it was
did.
amazing.
He asked what day, and I said Monday.
Of course you did.
Oh, it was fantastic.
It was
That's how you are.
Matt.
100%.
That breakfast was
Oh,
insane,
it's
man.
so good.
Yeah.
I've told so many people about it. It's insane.
Yep.
Okay, Chase B. Hold on. First of all,
We can't just let Rico get away with this of how he just swept it under the rug and just secretly just goes Monday because Nick's not here.
I did hear it, but I was hoping you didn't.
Of course I heard it.
He
Yeah.
DM'd
Well,
me and he
I don't-
said,
I don't
what
need to
day
hear
would
it.
work best? I said Monday.
I don't
And he
need to
goes,
hear
all right.
it.
He's like, I could do whatever day that week. And I said, no, Monday, because Nick's not there. And he said, okay.
Hey, and that food
Here's
was
the deal.
fire.
Is I know who Rico is.
I know who Rico is. Do you? Rico, I know you, and you know me.
Rico,
And I know that you know that you know that I know that you know him.
we know we've been working together almost 3 years now.
Almost.
November.
Mhm.
3 years. Wow. Time flies when you're having
Hey,
fun.
Thomas Lincoln says, no, Nick, you ditch more than Rico.
Dude, ditching days are over.
Ooh.
Ditching days are over.
Now it's my turn to start ditching.
No more,
Yeah.
no
That's
more
fine.
butterflies to catch for
Yeah.
Nicholas.
No more butterflies.
No more butterflies.
And I cannot catch him and hold him and yank him
And freeze him
Freeze him.
and pin him.
and kill him.
And
Ben, that is not right, Ben.
What did Ben say?
Birthdays are the best. I mean,
Oh.
I used to do a month, but now I've just cut it down.
so
to
now,
a
so
week.
Ben called you a clown, Raph. You just
I
gonna
heard
let him have
that.
it?
I heard that.
You just gonna let him do it?
I was trying to give the nice response, but
Raph, you're a clown.
I am a cute big clown.
We will be back with the cute big clown and Nick as well, the guy who wants
clown.
breakfast. Matthew, we got to make it happen again. This is AD. This is the drive. This is the ticket. We will talk Husker baseball when we come back. It's a promise.
Global. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, or assistance program, and other programs. Build a better career with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
NASCAR is known for fast cars, roaring action, and big bucks. The Nebraska Lottery's NASCAR Powerball Playoff promotion features all three, especially the bucks. Until May 30th, buy a Powerball ticket with Power Play or Double Play, enter the voucher number, and you could be one of 15 winners of $1,000 and the chance to win a VIP trip to the NASCAR Cup Series Championship Weekend. Enter today. Power top prize odds 1 in 292 million.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive clear spirits and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a pitch for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Babe, pack your bags. We're going to Vegas.
Vegas?
We just got the estimate from the wedding caterer, and we're going to have to elope.
Actually, Members Own Credit Union is offering no-fee home equity lines of credit. We can borrow what we need with equity from the house.
Wait, so we can keep the bacon wrap dates for the cocktail hour?
We can keep the bacon wrap dates. From wedding bells to trekking the globe and everything in between, capture your dreams your way with a no-fee Members Own Credit Union home equity line of credit. Learn more at membersownheloc.org. Limitations may apply. Equal housing lender.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. Yeah, I recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming. Sure. Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Wake is eager system up and running. Judson's technician will check for winter damage, adjust your sprinkler heads, and show you how to set your controller for effective sprinkling coverage. The Judson Irrigation Team is here for you. Stay safe.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277, judsonirrigation.com.
You finally finished your man cave in the basement. Brand new furniture, huge TV, and all of your collector's items. You're ready for football season. We're so excited until one bad rain and it is all ruined. Don't risk a flooded basement and fridges when it can be avoided. Call John Henry's today for a free sump pump estimate for your home.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.11 per hour, which grows to $28.27 within 3 years. Skilled trade positions at $32.76 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associate, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Celebrate the start of June in style with 2 great drinking events in Lincoln. First, this Friday, come down to Beer House's grand opening as they show off their expansion to double the size. The party starts at 3 p.m. with live polka music starting at 7. And on Saturday, make plans to head on over to Sideshow Spirits and Cider for the first annual Nebraska Whiskey Carnival. By local Nebraska distilleries and their spirits, food vendors, and more. Event starts at 3 p.m. Buy your tickets ahead of time at SideshowSpirits.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Chance of thunderstorms this afternoon. It will be another very warm day as we'll top out at 89 at 10 to 15. A slight chance of thunderstorms tonight with a low down to 65. We will continue with a slight chance of thunderstorms tomorrow and stay warm with a high of 88. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and thefm.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome into the drive with AD and Raff. Husker football now and speaker of Aaron Davis.
Will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. And finally, we will talk Nebraska baseball.
Pour some sugar on me.
Maybe.
I don't know the rest of the song.
Yeah.
I think we played
Is that Ghostbusters?
No, it's pour some sugar on me. I just know the beat.
Yeah.
Oh, Thomas, come on now. That is not right.
Oh gosh, Thomas, that's like,
Dang.
that's
Oh,
like
Thomas has had some questionable
Thomas.
texts recently.
Thomas, that's just morbid, man.
Yeah.
Ralph's,
Literally.
Ralph's birthday just mean it's just another year of greatness.
Jeez, okay.
See, well, boy, you make it hard to cheer for you, Raff. You make it hard to cheer for you, big fella.
Yeah. You don't see me in your corner.
So we're golfing with my boys, and my boys look at me. He's like, "What's wrong with your boy, man?" Right, we're talking about junior high schools. Raff said I dominated that school. The boys look at me. He's like, "What the hell is he talking about?
What does that even mean?"
What does it even mean? I dominated that school. Anytime you have to say you probably didn't. It's like LeBron James. When you say you're the GOAT, you're probably not.
It's the same thing as Raff's cryptic tweets.
Yeah,
Ralph's cryptic tweets are amazing.
We're starting a hashtag.
Yeah,
where Raff will just tweet something randomly out, and I'll try to find it, right? Because I still do follow him.
Are we sure?
I'm positive, and we are still Facebook friends. Don't worry, Raff.
Oh,
and so anyway, I will reply, and you guys can get into this as well. Hashtag Raff's cryptic tweets,
dude,
all one word.
Raff will text something. He'll tweet this today.
Dot, 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 dot.
I'm like, and you gonna just
we'll go, what does this mean? What is
I mean, I think it got caught up with that Matt Rule stuff with the
yeah.
And I'm like, bro,
well, I am fluent in ruling.
Here, we let's just go.
Yeah,
we can just search it.
Raff, I love you, big dog, but you'll just tweet something like
Twitter handle?
Chris Raff 7.
Thank you. Okay.
I don't get it. I'm like,
you should have that memorized, instilled in your brain.
I think sometimes you just frustrate the hell out of people. I'm like, what does that
No,
even
I don't.
mean?
People love me.
You frustrate the hell out.
See, there it goes again. People love me. Another year of greatness. I dominated school.
junior high.
And see, folks, and you say we're being mean to Raff. Raff lights a match and he's surprised when there's a fire.
Oh, I am the nicest guy I know.
There again, that's 4 right there right away. And people are like, what do you guys pick on Raff? No one picks on Raff. Raff lights fires. They're surprised that what happened.
I just have to go to my replies because I
see there's no cryptic tweets.
So we'll find it. Well, here we go. We just gotta keep scrolling.
Oh
here.
Gosh,
we'll be okay.
Chase B says, "You mean he still hasn't picked a winner for his little contest?"
Dang, I forgot about that.
It ain't just us.
Exposed.
It ain't just us. Thank Chase B. Thank you, babe. Thank you.
Exposed.
That's horrible.
Follow, like, share.
And I'm gonna give you this. That's false advertisement.
Why is everybody being mean to me?
When have you given away the jersey? Or the book or the magazine,
the book.
What was it, socks, a jock strap or something like that?
The newspaper.
What is it, a jock strap? Original.
There they are.
Here it is again. Here it is. It was on May 24th.
That's my birthday.
He just goes, simply the best. And that was it.
Well, he was talking about Tina Turner, but
there you go.
No, but the reason we know it is because we asked you.
Because we asked you.
We were sitting there at Cap, and we go, Raff, what does this even mean?
Yeah. Why don't you just say simply the best, rest in peace, rip Tina Turner? Because there are people probably thought you were talking about yourself.
I'm simply the best.
Maybe
Raff is better than all the rest.
Well, it was my birthday, so maybe it was a combo tweet.
Cryptic.
Raff, I just
this
oh my gosh, man.
So it was a combo tweet.
Man.
Nick,
simply the
Nick,
best.
You go back and look at
Simply the best.
you go back and look at this once like a year ago before you really knew him. I look at it and scratch my head and be like, I don't even know what to like this. I don't know if I'm liking something that's that's legit. That's I just don't know. I mean, it's like
Raff, tell us your thoughts.
You'd have to be Scooby Doo in the Bloodhound Gang to figure those things out, man. Dooby. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about.
What's on your mind right now, Raff?
I'm thinking to myself that my tweets are very good.
See again.
Very good.
They're very good.
Again.
They're very thought provoking. I don't want to just say something and then everybody's like, oh, I want to make it thought provoking where people are like,
oh, it's thought provoking.
Yeah, exactly. See,
it's not getting out the right thoughts that you want though.
I am making people use their brains.
Okay. We still haven't talked about this.
Oh gosh. Oh phew. I thought it was another tweet. I was like, what did I do?
Well, a little bit. Dino smooches.
Oh, I kissed the dinosaur.
AD, did you take this picture?
I think I did.
Nothing cryptic about that picture.
Just interesting. I don't know, man.
What? It was a dino smooch. I kissed that dinosaur, and then I gave it to the daycare next door, and then they named it.
Okay, that really sounds awkward. How about we just talk about baseball right now?
Have you seen the dino since?
I have not. He's probably like framed or something. I wonder if they named it.
Why would they frame it?
Because it was a dinosaur.
You got a guy at 6'9", 275 walking across the fence to a daycare center. Here's a balloon for you kids. Kids, go inside. Go to the safe place.
All right, guys, recess is over.
Release the dinosaur and take a step back.
Everybody step behind me.
Yeah.
There's that guy again.
No.
Every day.
Those
Every
kids
day.
love me.
Raph walks out of our station. Hi, Mr. Raph.
Hi, Mr. Raph.
Actually, there was a guy that texted in or tweeted me and said, I forgot who it was, that said that their worker's kid goes there and he was going to check and see what they ended up naming the dinosaur, but I never heard back. So we could find out.
Popped.
Probably.
David, Raph drove his white panel van over to the
Oh my goodness.
No, I just walked across. I walk out.
No, I just walked across.
No shame at all.
I just walk out the door because
I wasn't worried about them seeing my face.
Remember that daycare business idea someone brought up earlier?
Not sure Raph's the guy to
They're
start.
already. Oh no, I'm very friendly. They wave. I
I'm
wave
very
back.
friendly.
I ask them how they're doing.
How is Nebraska baseball
No, I
doing?
promise I'm very friendly.
Yeah, I'm very friendly.
They are. They love me. I say hi to them. They say hi back.
Well, they don't know any better.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, Mr. Raph.
Hi, big fella.
Good to see you guys.
Oh man. Thomas and Lincoln Raph be like, everyone loves me. Lies. Birthdays are overrated. He celebrates for a week, a month, a season, in a year.
No, I can't. I cannot go for a month. I know that for a fact. A week is about my limit for birthdays. This year almost broke me.
Hazelbear says, Raph, I love how ID makes you larger every day. You're going to be 7 foot in a week or two.
There's a chance.
There's a chance. Well, there's a chance. There's not a chance that Jake Bunch is coming back or Corbin Hawkins is coming back from the baseball team. And I was listening to the news last night, and I was like, wow. Played a role as a relief pitcher, 20 appearances in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Only 14 innings since. Now, he did have some injuries and things like that, but also decreased playing time. How did Jake Bunch just fall out of the rotation, though, Nick?
Man, I don't know. I don't know what happened. You remember that? Let's see. It was that 2021 year when Nebraska made the regional, and I mean, I just posted the video just the other day of when Nebraska was in the regional at Arkansas, and he was the pitcher.
Yeah,
and he would spike about three pitches in a row, and then he let up a 3-run home run to let that game kind of get blown open, and he was never the same since.
You think it's more confidence on his part?
Obviously,
he had some injuries too.
I don't know. I honestly don't know what it was. He just kind of just lost his ability to throw, and he struggled big time. I mean, it was 14 innings this year, like you said,
14, and
he allowed 6 earned runs, if I remember correctly. Walked a good number of guys, just wasn't as effective. And so,
Nick, let me ask you this, Chief: is pitching, because you know this stuff, man? Is pitching in baseball, when you're on a bad, is it like the yips in golf, or like in basketball where the hoop feels like you're shooting into a thimble?
I suppose
just some more mental.
I think also,
you guys see
some of that.
I think it's also just like, I mean, Nebraska's most of the time pretty solid defensively. Now they've been overshadowed maybe by some of Bryce Matthews' errors at shortstop and things like that. But other than that, they've been pretty solid defensively. And at some point, if you don't have, and this is maybe where a lot of pitchers, you see in the majors, how their game will change. They'll be a hard thrower when they get into the league, but then towards the end of the career, they'll switch it up. And basically, it's more of like, just let your defense work.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that maybe you don't have your best stuff anymore. And instead of pitching for strikeouts, you're pitching to contact.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jace Kaminska did a perfect job of that against Maryland last Thursday night. he did a great job of pitching to contact. He wasn't trying to do too much. He wasn't trying to strike every hitter out. And his stuff was working, and he ended up pitching to contact, and that's what only allowed him to have one run in that game, Maryland, that is. And so I think one of those things, it's hard to make that adjustment, but when it clicks, you can have that effectiveness again. But I don't know what happened. It just, I don't know if it was lack of opportunities, if it was, obviously we don't know what happens at practices and things like that. But if he wasn't as effective in intra-squad scrimmages, or if he wasn't effective in just bullpen sessions, it's hard to trust him in the heat of a game. He was warming up at Charles Schwab that other night on Thursday, but they just elected to go with Corbin Hawkins, who retired yesterday, and then they elected to go with Shea Shanneman as well instead of Jake Buns. So I just don't know. I'll also add, I believe he's from Elkhorn, if I want to remember correctly. Jake Buns is. I thought he's from Elkhorn. I know he's a Nebraska guy.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, you look at it and go, we talked about yesterday the possible changes in the laundry list of new guys and guys getting pushed out the door. I don't know which one this was, but it really feels like it could have been hey, it's probably time. It's probably best for everybody to move on here. So
he's from Elkhorn.
He is from Elkhorn.
Yeah.
So, I mean, think about it that way. Corbin Hawkins also a Nebraska guy. I mean, Nebraska baseball has a lot of guys from in the state, because Nebraska is also a pretty good in-state baseball scene. And so it's just, it's interesting when you look at that. And CJ Hood, a guy who pitched at Norris and then also had some injuries while he was here at Nebraska. He elects to go into the transfer portal last Thursday during the game. We were like, that was when we were like, wait, CJ Hood's not even here. Because he's
sitting in the bullpen. Well, it's been fun, guys. It's been real.
The guy entered the portal during like the 9th inning or something of the game. We're like, wait a minute, what? So so Elkhorn South was where Jake Buns was from. So
you got Corbin Hawkins from Millard West as well.
Yeah. So, and that Millard West team, Corbin Hawkins, obviously played a little bit with Max Anderson, played with the Gomez brothers. So, it's just been, I think there's probably going to be more to come, but now, I mean, you're in that exit meeting territory or time frame right now for Husker baseball. So I would expect things to come out pretty quickly here and more today, especially.
And we've seen the same thing in every sport this year. It's not shocking. It's the new world we live in, the new landscape of college sports. Yep. We saw it in women's basketball, elected not to come back or go someplace else. Men's basketball, of course. Speaking of that, we're going to have a segment on that as well with Tominaga. Football, of course, we saw it. Now we're seeing in baseball, and it'll still keep going on. And this is going to be a yearly thing, y'all. This is going to be a yearly thing because of the transfer portal. It's just a part of college sports right now. But speaking of college, though, we got a clip from Casey Tominaga, who's being interviewed.
So tomorrow's the big day, right?
Yeah. It has to announce
big
whether
day
or not
tomorrow.
Whether or not that he is coming back to Nebraska, I would expect actually the decision to probably be made today.
Come back.
I feel like it would probably be today.
Come back.
But here's what he said. So you might hear the Indiana Pacers interviewer in the background as well here. But here's just Casey Tominaga on just kind of his Indiana Pacers workout yesterday.
It was good. It was a very good experience for me. The first time like working on the NBA goal, it was a good experience.
This was your first one?
Yeah.
What's that mean to you to be able to work out for NBA teams and go through this process?
It was like amazing for me, Like my dream was NBA, like being an NBA player when I was young. So it was super amazing to be here on the court,
Dream is to be an NBA player. So
I wonder how he graded out with them.
Well, you'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. That is true. That is very true, bro.
What do you guys think?
Coming back.
I was saying, what do you guys think he does?
I gotta think he stays. I think he stays.
I'm gonna wait to hear how he did the workout, because if he had a great workout,
then he goes.
I think this is.
You just need one team to believe in.
That's it.
That's the key.
Well,
it's a copycat league, just like the NFL is, the NBA as well. If this guy had a breakout workout, which we don't know yet. Now, Raff, to your point though, what it all could be interesting is this: he has a great workout, but says, you know what? I want to work on some more things. So,
Yeah.
See, that's what that workout I
so
think will do. Also,
I was wrong. It's midnight tonight.
Yeah.
So it is going to be today.
But I think you'll know. I think that that workout will be key for him too, because maybe what they'll come back to him and say, hey, you need to work on this, maybe put on a little bit of weight. You're right where we want you at right now. Well, next year it comes around.
And with that, Casey was asked, what do you kind of hope to get out of this workout?
What are you hoping to get out of the process? What kind of feedback are you looking for from teams?
So it's probably like about like defense stuff or like physical stuff, you know? Yeah, those type of things I need to get better still.
You played at Nebraska for Fred Hoiberg. He was a sharpshooting guard, obviously, in the NBA, had a long career. How has he helped you develop?
He helped me a lot, saying like defensively, offensively, everything. Like offensively, like it's like moving the ball, like, you know, like moving like all the time on the court, you know. So it's hard to got it, you know. And the defensively is like he always like trying to improve me, you know, about defensively too. So
later on in the interview, they asked him, do you pay attention to the NBA? Do you watch the NBA? And he goes, yeah, I watch it a little bit. I grew up watching it in Japan. And they said, who do you model your game after? And he says, Steph Curry.
Oh, yeah.
And so I would say this, guys, it only does take one team to believe in you, but this was, I believe, the only workout Casey has participated in.
It was.
And so understanding that, I think there's a pretty good chance he comes back. It was real valuable, though.
Yeah, it's great. It's very valuable. My like I said, you don't know until you hear back at noon. But here's the biggest thing for me: if I'm an NBA scout, an NBA team or GM right now, we know the guy can shoot lights out. But you know what? The majority of the guys can that are playing that wouldn't be in there. The thing that I would like to see him do is pour as much as energy he does on offense on defense, because he's a liability, fellas. Would you agree? Casey is a liability on defense.
I would say less of a liability this year than he was 2 years ago.
He's improved.
Oh, yeah.
But is the NBA improved on defense?
Well, no.
Because I'm going to tell you right now.
I don't think he has the body, though.
No, I think he needs to get stronger.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying bulky. I'm just saying more stronger. And you know what, guys? Here's the other thing, too, though. You can lift all the weights you want.
Yeah.
But there's another W that comes in. Want to.
Yep.
You can lift the weights to get stronger. Do you want to do that at a premier level like those guys? Because the reality is this. He's not the quickest guy. So he's going to have to come in with some intangibles, you know, those X factors. Hence why, you know what, I'm going to go stop this guy. Just as much as I want to hit this bomb, I want to shut this guy down too. He's got to bring that same intensity and desire to the defensive ends of the basketball. To your guys' point, he definitely improved 2 years ago. So he was definitely a liability 2 years ago. Made strides this year. But I would like to see him make more on that defensive side.
I think you got to give it one more year. But, you know, like I said, it goes back. Maybe they said, hey, we're drafting you second round.
Well,
ready.
And so the Pacers have picks 7, 26, 29, 32, and 55.
So they've got plenty of picks.
They have 5 different picks in this draft. So, you know.
Then you also got to look at, too, you know, I don't even know the Pacers roster and, you know, how many of those picks they'll keep. Maybe they'll keep 2, maybe. I wouldn't think that they'd keep all their draft picks. It seems like that's the new wave
Trading.
of, well, no, WNBA and NBA now are like they draft 5 and they end up keeping 2 and then they send like the other ones to like G League or so forth. So
they keep them, but they just send them down.
Yeah.
Quick baseball question too. Gator says here, I feel like this year our biggest issue was pitching, not the bats. All the transfers that I've seen and heard have been pitchers. Any thoughts on this, fellas?
Well, addition by subtraction, maybe. I think Nebraska's, man, it's such a slippery slope. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you that Nebraska's biggest problem was pitching this year. However, I think there are a lot of arms out there, right? And there are a lot of opportunities to maybe add talent on the mound. And do that, you got to free up space. And also, if the staff doesn't have confidence in these guys, do you want these guys on your team just to fill up a roster spot? I think that's what I would say is now if you know a Dylan Carey enters the portal, if a Josh Caron, if a geez, I don't know, throw somebody else in there. If one of those guys enters the portal, then maybe there's a little bit of cause for like, okay, what's happening? How good do we feel about this? But I mean, I think at this point, when you see Corbin Hawkins goes into the or retires, I should say, is done with baseball after a couple years, and then Jake Buns, who hasn't been able to get back on the track since 2021, he enters the portal. CJ Hood, who was out for an injury in this, I think that was also more of a staff decision. So I think you're just kind of getting to this point where I hate to say addition by subtraction, but I think that's kind of what it is. Is that you're not that they're bad clubhouse guys. Like I'm not trying to say that at all. Like I know Jake Buns decent and he's a great dude, but at the end of the day, if you can't perform and produce, then you don't want them filling up or taking up a roster spot.
Quick question, quick response to Kelsey, Mississippi Mud Dog. What's happening, Kelsey? He says, do NBA teams really care about defense? On this question. You know what, Kelsey? I'll say this, Mississippi Mud Dog. I'm with you during the regular season. It makes you, it tends to make you wonder. Hence why you've heard me and Raffs and Nick kind of say quite a bit. It's hard to watch the NBA in the regular season. I mean, the way the NBA regular season compared to the postseason is night and day. It is night and day. You see defense being played during the playoffs, so they know it's when to go home. So to your question, Kelsey Mud Dog, I think they at least want to see the ability to do it when you have to. Yep. Which you shouldn't. That's a stupid that I even have to say that. You know that when they have to, you should be playing all the time. But the NBA has changed so dang much, man. So. Kelsey, I'm with you. I don't know, but I know they at least see that you have the ability to do it when you need to do it in clutch moments. When the playoffs, all those moments are clutch moments. Ask Boston right now as they're going fishing into Montego Bay. You know,
that's so interesting because, like, as I've learned more about the NBA, it's so much body type, and that's why like Delano Banton is such an intriguing prospect, and he was at the time for the Raptors, is because gosh, it's a 6'6" guard that can handle the ball decently well and just a long, lengthy dude. Same with Bryson McGowan's, right? Yeah. And so it's so much body type, and that's where like Casey is interesting because he is probably going to be, once you go to the NBA, a little bit of a liability and on defense, but does his offense make up enough for a team to take him next year? I don't know.
He's become one of those guys that comes in when they need some buckets.
But I mean, like, here's the thing I will say is one of the things that Casey said in the clip played was work on physicality and strength and defense. And so I think he's aware of it. Obviously, he's just, it's one of those things you can't do anything about your size. So,
well, a couple quick questions before we go to the break. This is for Nick and Raff here. You guys know this background better than I do. Christo and Hood both could have been to 8-round picks, and instead came to Nebraska. Neither developed. We faced both in high school. The jump in location is so large. They didn't fill up. So they could pitch in college.
Yeah. Well, so going back to those years when they were going to get drafted, people might remember that it was the year that they slimmed down the draft to the top 5 rounds. And so if it was, 30 rounds or whatever it used to be, where basically everybody got picked, then I think Drew Christo and people would also remember Chase Mason was the best top player coming out of South Dakota for Husker baseball. He ends up makes it campus, then leaves in the fall on his first fall here because he wanted to go play quarterback at South Dakota State for football. So he ends up leaving Nebraska. So you lose Chase Mason out of that class, who was potentially an MLB draft pick. And then Drew Christo, like you said, as well as CJ Hood. I think it would have been a lot different if the Major League Baseball draft wasn't shrunk to just 5 rounds that year, but it was, and that's what allowed a lot of guys to come back for their super senior years as well, is because they didn't get major league opportunities. So I think that played a part into it. And part of it also, like here you say it, Kyle. The jump in location is so large, and they didn't fill it up so they could pitch in college. You say it. They're struggling here right now. Christo made a little bit of improvement from year 1 to year 2, but I think part of that also falls on your pitching coach, right? You got to figure out a way to develop at some point.
Well, so. I tell you what, that's something that unknown texter asked. You can ask that question. I asked Jake and Sip this question. I love Christy, but find me a good pitching coach that was a catcher. We couldn't think of one. I would love Chrissy as position coach, but not as a pitching coach.
Yeah, it's so tough. I don't know how to say this. I would not be surprised. Staff shakeups, I think, are going to happen here. Does it result in Jeff Christie getting fired? I don't think so. I do think Nebraska, they have Rob Childress on the staff. You got to figure out a way to implement him somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, he's director of player ops, but you got to figure out a way legally within NCAA rules to incorporate him.
But you got to watch out. You got to watch out with him too. Is he'll be a commodity, I think, as a head coach.
Oh, absolutely.
Else, so.
And I know,
Yes,
I know for a fact he's
Yes,
thrown
indeed.
I know for a fact that he's thrown his hat into rings other places. And so, I know that for a fact. So I just think, Will Bolt's got decisions to make, and I think Nebraska's also been really fortunate to keep Lance Harvell as long as they have, a friend of the station, right? Lance Harvell, as Nebraska's offensive numbers have shown, they've taken the necessary steps forward, and so Lance Harvell, I'm surprised hasn't been more of a head coach commodity.
And I know, and I understand, a lot of people are like, "Oh, pitching wasn't that well," but at the end of the day, it's the person that's going out on the mound and throwing the pitches. You've got to throw strikes. A lot of Nebraska's problems, it wasn't because they were, so to say, how do you say this? When they pitched, it was like sometimes they just have complete letdowns and they couldn't hit the strike zone. So then you give up. So I don't know if it's so much the coach as it is the person going out on the mound and throwing the strikes.
You bring it back to football. Ricky Simmons, shout out to Big Bro. He said eventually the players just got to just say we're not going to lose today.
So if you go out, if you go out,
you got to just say we're going to throw strikes today.
If you walk everybody, and you're giving out all these free bases, I mean, go back and look at a lot of the games that Nebraska lost this year. It wasn't so much that the other team was hitting the cover off the ball. It was Nebraska was giving away a lot of free bases, and then that was what was hurting Nebraska. And like you said with Ricky, it's like sooner or later, we can sit back and look at it over the years in Nebraska. Like, well, this didn't work, new coach. Oh, this didn't work, new coach. Oh, this didn't work. And I understand some of that was plausible, but I also look at it as like there also has come a time with these players where they're like, okay, enough is enough.
Ownership. You got to take ownership and say, this is on me. We're not going to lose today.
Yeah, I think there is something to be. I mean, everybody makes a big deal of how Christie was a catcher and now he's a pitching coach. I don't think that's necessary. Maybe the history doesn't bode well, but I think there is something to be said. I mean, catchers do understand how to call games, and they do understand the mechanics involved and what needs to happen, I suppose. So I would be cautious of just quickly resorting to, he's a catcher, he's a former catcher, so that can't happen. All right, we do need to get a break, but should we get Mike in first?
Let's go.
Sure.
All right, Mike, what's on your mind?
Hey guys, I am not saying that pitching coach should go, shouldn't go. I think this applies to anybody, and I'm curious about what you guys think. But you're right. It comes down to the players. Well, who recruits them? Who trains them? If you saw the show that Josh Davis put on, the movie, and he talked about T.O. needing to get some guys with some edge to them. And so they made a real commitment in the early 90s to get a different type of player than they'd been recruiting. And so, I get it. It does come down to the players, but I still think, compared to a business owner, I was a business owner, if someone was failing as an employee, well, then it's on me. I either hired the wrong person or I didn't train them right. I never looked upon it as they were the failure. It was on me. And I think it applies to athletics. Thanks a lot.
You bet,
Thank
Mike.
you.
Appreciate it, brother. It's great insight, man. It's great insight.
Yeah.
Well, folks, we're going to take it to break. Nick in the house, talk some Husker baseball, a little Tomananga. We got plenty more to discuss on the other side of this break, folks. Thanks for riding with us this morning on The Ride. We'll be right back after these messages from our teammates. This is The Drive.
Let's
take
ride.
it.
For Radio Request Line, what you'd like to hear.
Trucks and bucks.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
You know, the one about the 8 trucks.
Nope.
Sure, it's the biggest Nebraska.
To go.
Trucks bucks from the Nebraska Lottery. You could win one of 8 new trucks.
Are you talking about the Nebraska Lottery's Trucks and Bucks scratch game?
Yes.
You mean you want us to play the commercial?
Please.
You got it.
Trucks and Bucks from the Nebraska Lottery is back, and you could win one of 8 new trucks. Top prize odds 1 in 336,000.
Hello, Talking Deer here. I want to take this time to thank the Nebraska Lottery. Since 1993, Nebraska Lottery proceeds, over $900 million, have gone to its beneficiaries, including the environment. And since I'm out here in the field every day, I see hand, or first hoof, I guess.
Who are you talking to, dear?
Oh, I was just thanking the Nebraska Lottery and all the people who play for supporting the Nebraska environment.
That's nice, dear.
The Nebraska Lottery. 30 years of building a better Nebraska.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in May. Try their pesto cream on any breakfast sandwich. And try the caramel latte, as 10% of proceeds from that drink will go to the Teammates Mentoring Program. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe. If you struggle with your pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our experience little to no downtime from are remarkable. They've had 15 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400.
There's never been a better time to earn more on your checking account. Open a free Kasasa cash checking account with dollars. It's simple. Open your Kasasa into any of the 4 locations or Seward and Omaha. Switching easy, and Kasasa checking is always free. See LibertyFirstCU.com for details. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $24.11 per hour, which grows to $28.27 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $32.76 per hour with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword work at Continental today.
Look at your car. It's filthy and probably has a few dings and nicks all over it. Don't be that guy. Get it upgraded and repaired at Renew Your Auto. At Renew Your Auto, they offer tons of services: ceramic coating, window tinting, paintless dent repair, washes and details, bed liners, body shop, and more. Where can you go to get services like all this? Schedule your appointment today at renewyourauto.com. See what Renew can do for you. Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Celebrate the start of June in style with 2 great drinking events in Lincoln. First, this Friday, come down to Beer House's grand opening as they show off their expansion to double the size of their building. The party starts at 3 p.m. with live polka music starting at 7. And on Saturday, make plans to head on over to Sideshow Spirits and Cider for the first annual Nebraska Whiskey Carnival. Enjoy local Nebraska distilleries and their spirits, food vendors, and more. Event starts at 3 p.m. Buy your tickets ahead of time at sideshowspirits.com.
There's a lot of realtors in Lincoln, but don't get overwhelmed by all the names. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realtor Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate is your go-to option when buying or selling residential and commercial property. Team offers unbeatable customer service and promises to make the buying and selling process as stress-free as possible. Call Ben today at 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher, Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. No pressure, just professionalism.
Hi, I'm Barb Bettine, President and CEO of the YMCA. On behalf of the Y, I want to thank you for voting us Lincoln's Choice for Best Youth Sports Programs, Best Youth Activity Programs, and Best Preschool. categories represent so much we do, and we're honored to serve thousands of families in our community each and every day. Hey, with summer just around the corner, I invite you to stop in to one of our 4 branches and learn how the Y can be a part of your family. The Y Outdoor Pools open May 27th, and we can't wait to see you.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
On the block with Strick and Austin.
Neither you or I think he's retiring. The NBA, I don't think, is ready for LeBron to retire. Who's the face of the league?
They're not prepared for it. Like it would be shock in New York. Trying to recreate this again, but there's really, they're trying to do it. Like that's why they were hoping Celtics, Lakers. Like they're trying to find a way to revamp it.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is The Drive with T and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. This segment is proudly sponsored by Florial's Italian Restaurant and Grill, just south of Lincoln Southwest High School on 14th and Pine Lake Road. Stop by Monday through Thursday from 4 to 9 p.m. for dinner. Stop by for lunch and dinner Friday through Sunday, 11 to 10, Friday and Saturday, 11 to 9 on Sunday. They got pasta, seafood, steaks, chops, plus other great Italian dishes. And, of course, they've got Italian wines. So stop by Florial's.
Pasta, seafood,
That sounds so good.
Yum.
Man, if you have not been to Florio's yet, Nick, you've got to make that move happen, man.
And you have to check out, I believe it's their Florial's Facebook page. They'll put pictures of their dishes. Oh,
Really?
my God.
They got a pasta on there I haven't had yet. I just keep looking
Insane.
at it like a scratch and sniff. You know what a scratch and sniff is?
I
Nick?
do. On the little car fresheners.
They were back in the 80s. Oh,
no.
my,
Oh, no.
They were big back in the 80s. They were stickers.
Nick,
Okay, the stickers.
Yeah,
That's
the
right. That's right.
stickers.
Okay.
I was like, no.
I was like, what?
hey, listen.
No, these scratch and sniffs make you hungry before lunch. 'Cause
Uh.
we would trade stickers. And always the girls that had the most stickers, too. Because, those guys would lose theirs, put in their pocket to get washed or something like that. But just here in
I had a
Florida's,
pretty
man.
nice sticker collection back in the day.
Good little date night spot.
Oh,
yeah.
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 Definitely.
Perfect.
Definitely. Appreciate unknown texter. Says the last time you see it goes, I hope this is the right number. Yes, it is, brother or lady. I listened to this hours later as a podcast. What would have to happen in the game Nebraska versus Colorado to make it worth the 300 plus ticket prices? I just can't imagine a game actually with that high. That's a good question.
Nebraska winning 56-0.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. I mean, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. What would have to happen?
Hype sells. Prime time sells.
Yeah.
New coach in Nebraska sells. 2 unknown teams sells. You look at the traditional rivalry of years past, sells. Bordering state sells. Who knows what the score is going to be, but hype sells, man.
Yeah.
Hype sells. Yeah. That's just part of it. What's the RGT?
Oh, we gotta play it. Hold
What's
on.
the RGT?
Oh, yeah.
RGT.
The RGT, yeah, you know me.
Yeah.
All right, ready, Raff?
Oh, I'm ready.
Do you want a live rendition today, or you want to just play the recorded version?
Play the recorded version. It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take right now. Oh, beautiful.
There's some days it sounds more pronounced than others. It sticks with you. It's
what
catchy.
I do. It's what I do.
It's catchy.
Oh, look at the television. Oh. If you're watching on television, that's beautiful.
Channel 951.
951. Check us out, folks.
Yep.
Allo,
Somebody says
951.
boo.
Yeah. Come on now. It's not even nice. All right. Today's Raff's Good Take goes out to Vern Giles, the security entrance personnel at Lincoln East High School. He is a committed developer of young people, and he is a basketball coach at East, and also for the Timberwolves basketball organization. His love for the game extends beyond wins and losses. He takes all levels and support for reaching their fullest potential. And one who watches Coach Giles coach sees the love that he has for all he's connected to. So congratulations, Coach
Giles. Vernon Giles?
Vernon Giles.
I wonder if
I'm guessing it's Vernon.
I wonder, because I grew up with him. He was younger than I was. But Vernon Giles, good hooper, good football player.
I bet it's him.
Might be his pops. Because Vernon Giles, Jr., is in Texas, I believe. So it could be his dad, man.
Pistol Pete, if you're listening, let us know.
Yeah,
which Vern Giles is this?
Yeah, let us know, Pete. If you're not in meetings or something, let us know which Vern Giles that is, man. We'd love to hear it. Folks, we'll be right back. Again, a big shout out to Vernon Giles, man. Keep coaching them up. We all know coaches literally mold and shape and change lives, so definitely appreciate that. Folks, this is The Drive. We're on the ticket. 9.7. We'll be right back.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Hey, moms and dads, bring the whole crew to a Salt Dog baseball game and unleash the fun. Visit Haymarket Park all summer for fireworks Fridays, souvenir Saturdays, Sunday fun days, and more. With 50 home games, even week can be unforgettable. An event, make it a home run with group discounts. When you need an outing the whole family will enjoy, unleash the fun with the Salt Dogs. Call 474-22 or visit Salt Dogs.
Attention Lincoln. Looking for an effective way to reach the fitness goals you haven't been able to accomplish on your own? Body Fit Training science-based programming is led by multiple highly accredited coaches who will help you get the results you're capable of. Their group of strength training classes are designed to help you build muscle, burn fat, and improve your overall fitness level. At BFT Lincoln, you'll train like an athlete and be surrounded by motivated and like-minded individuals. For May only, get 1 week of classes for just $7 by visiting bodyfittraining.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
We'll see a slight chance of thunderstorms this afternoon. It will be another very warm day as we'll top out at 89. South winds at 10 to 15. A slight chance of thunderstorms tonight with a low down to 65. We will continue with a slight chance of thunderstorms tomorrow and stay warm with a high of 88. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
There's a lot of realtors in Lincoln, but don't get overwhelmed by all the names. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realtor Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate is your go-to when buying or selling residential and commercial property. Ben's team offers unbeatable customer service and promises to make the buying and selling process as stress-free as possible. Call Ben today at 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. No pressure, just professionalism.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Hi, I'm Barb Bettine, President and CEO of the Lincoln YMCA. On behalf of the Y, I want to thank you for voting us Lincoln's Choice for Best Youth Sports Programs, Best Youth Activity Programs, and Best Preschool. These categories represent so much of what we do at the Y, and we're honored to serve thousands of families in our community. We're just around the of our 4 branches and learn part of your family. And we can't wait to see you.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere sprayer from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Leverage the industry's latest technology with See and Spray to target weeds in season in corn and soybeans and use less herbicide per acre. Utilize Exact Apply to save in chemical usage and prevent over-application. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
Steve's Garage Doors and Services is hiring. They are looking for a garage door installation and service technician with a clean driving record. Experience is not required as they will train for the positions. However, mechanical aptitude is required. If you want to come be a part of a small business where your family, not just an employee, call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today to apply at 402-480-2840. That's 402-480-2840. Steve's Garage Doors and Services.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
McMurphy has Nebraska in the Las Vegas Bowl. That would be incredible. That would be absolutely amazing. Here's when the Vegas Bowl is. It's before Christmas. It is so easy to get to Las Vegas for Nebraska fans. There's now a direct flight from Lincoln via Redway, the new at Lincoln Airport. Omaha has direct flight. Grand Island has direct flights to Vegas.
It would be flooded with Nebraska.
It would be awesome.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning. This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again, wrapping up another drive for this Wednesday. We are proudly sponsored by Sandhills Global. Sandhills Global is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Career and internship opportunities are available at the global headquarters in Lincoln. So apply today at sandhills.jobs. Boom, got it.
It's been a wacky, fast Wednesday, hasn't it?
It has gone quick.
Yes.
I say wacky, we're all over the place, but
No, it feels like it's Wednesday.
It feels like a Wednesday, man. It feels like Wednesday. Nick, what you got to say? What do you guys be talking about later on the?
A lot of K-State Tominaga. Like I said earlier, expect the decision to come out later today. And so whether it's good news or bad news for Husker fans, I'm sure we'll talk about that. And then a little Husker baseball as well. And then we never got to fully what we haven't even talked about it, guys. Jimmy Garoppolo failed his physical.
Jimmy G.
Yes.
Batting down the hatches, Tom Brady to the Raiders.
That's exactly what I was saying.
And we forgot to talk about it yesterday, too.
I was exactly waiting for that with Raff.
He's still alive. He's still alive.
You know, Raff, he very well could be, man, because you have no idea what can go down with that if he brings it out or not, because that's real.
And they haven't officially signed the papers yet for him to take over ownership.
That's true.
So it's still.
Have you guys seen Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask battling it out for starting quarterback in the Buccaneers?
They pick out
hey, don't touch it. Don't touch my wallet.
They pick out like 2 passes, and it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Well, folks, the 80 attitude gesture for today. Oh, man, my screen. Keep talking. My screen went dark for a second. Keep talking.
Rico says, put your Twitter on.
We've already made it.
Put your entire Twitter.
I'm not putting my entire Twitter on it.
Put all of Raff's cryptic tweets on it.
As long as there's me, there will be cryptic tweets.
There will be cryptic tweets.
Okay, so you admit that they're cryptic.
Raff will post something today that says.
Well, they're not cryptic. They mean something. They got meaning.
You'll just say something like today.
Yeah.
You're
gonna have the cops come to your house. What are you talking about, sir?
No doubt.
What's coming today?
Why do you always say hi to those kids at the daycare? Because they're my friends.
Cryptic is going to go to convict. Convict.
Raff will be streaming in from the state pen.
Right.
The 80 attitude adjustment for today is brought to you by Integrated Life Choices. IOC is offering and hiring for direct support professional of the state of Nebraska, full-time, part-time days, evenings, and weekends. Help ensure a meaningful life for the people you support and helping to achieve their hopes and dreams. Apply at IOC.net/careers. You know, last night I was up, just thinking about my dad. I was thinking about, obviously my daughter being as far away as she was, and my father would just say, son, you just leave it in the hands of the Lord. Amen. That's what he would say. But I was thinking about my because I posted this on Instagram last night. It says my pops has been gone for about 546 days. Actually, know the days, and I miss my pops. I often reach out to call him. And folks, year 3 can seem like day 3 when you're dealing with grief, and you know what? That's okay. Grief is unpredictable, has no time schedule. In fact, folks, grief does not abide by our rules of time. It doesn't. Feel your feelings, the anger, the sadness, the tears, and of course, the laughter of better times with that person or place in a time in your life. But just fight like crazy, folks, not to become numb. I know firsthand the dangers of becoming numb. I checked out and caused a lot of damage to a lot of close people in my life because I just was a bitter, angry man. I get on stage, everything's fine. No, everything wasn't fine. Here's a quick tip, folks. Acknowledge your fears. Acknowledge your feelings. It's important to recognize and validate your emotions when grieving. Doesn't make you less of a man, less of a woman. It makes you human is what it does. So don't try to suppress those feelings. Allow yourself to cry, reflect, and express your emotions in a healthy way. Keyword, in a healthy way. When you suppress it, it creates a mess. When you suppress, it creates a mess. For me, it's prayer, reading, journaling, exercising. Of course, my guys here at the station, the ticket. When you feel helpless, go be helpful. I'd encourage you to find yours as well. Grief is unfortunately not your part of life, but how we choose to deal with it is still our choice. And as always, folks, it's your attitude, your choice. That was AD Attitude Adjuster, brought to you by ILC. Fellas, we're done.
We did it. Another
It's a great
show.
day.
Another show in the books.
I wore my cedar shirt today.
I wore mine yesterday.
Because we got a birthday today. Happy birthday, Kalita Savobada.
Kalita.
It's her birthday.
Have a great birthday, Kalita. You guys have a great rest of your Wednesday. And we'll be back tomorrow morning on The Drive with AD and Raff and Nick holding it down on the ticket.
Talk to you later.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in May. Try their pesto cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. And try the Karma Latte, as 10% of proceeds from that drink will go to the Teammates Mentoring Program. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe. Celebrate the start of June in style with 2 great drinking events in Lincoln. First, this Friday, come down to Beer House's grand opening as they show off their expansion to double the size of their building. The party starts at 3 p.m. with live polka music starting at 7. And on Saturday, make plans to head on over to Sideshow Spirits and Cider for the first annual Nebraska Whiskey Carnival. Enjoy local Nebraska distilleries and their spirits, food vendors, and more. Event starts at 3 p.m. Buy your tickets ahead of time at sideshowspirits.com.
The best way to learn about Southeast Community College is to visit. And you can check out our spaces before you visit in person with a virtual campus tour. An opportunity to see our campuses in Beatrice, Lincoln, and Milford as you learn about our programs and areas of study. There are virtual tours of our learning centers too. We can even take you on a personalized virtual tour. Learn more on our website, southeast.edu/visit SCC. SCC, your path to possible.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring